In this video, we'll learn how to create a GitHub repository. In GitHub, to create a repository, you have many options. You can either select a new or create repository button in the repository section, or you may click on the plus icon on the navbar, whose drop-down menu contains new repository button. After clicking on the button, we'll arrive at the create a new repository page. Here, we have to fill the details of the repository that we are trying to create. Let us go through all these details one by one. The first thing that GitHub wants to know is the owner of this repository. When we are working in a team, we have many options in this dropdown. But since we are not, we'll choose the only option that we have, that is me. The next option that we have to choose is the repository name. Do you guys remember that in one of the videos, I mentioned that repository is nothing but a project folder. This is why most of the people keep their repository name as the project name. In our case, I'll keep it as my first Git repo. After that, we add the description of the project. Note that this is optional. But I would still recommend everyone to write a description to every project, as this would give information about the project to the people who are looking into it. Now we have to choose if we want to keep the repository public or private. We use the public option if we want to keep the project open source, but even in that, we can choose who can commit to our repository. On other hand, if we want to share our code only with certain people we know, we use the private option. In this case, the code remains confidential. For this demo, let us keep it public. Now the next step is telling GitHub whether we want to initialize this repository with a README file or not. Now many of us won't know what a README file is. So a README file is a file which contains information about all the files and folders within our repository. In short, it is a documentation of our project. For this demo, we'll choose not to have the README file. But I would recommend to have a README file for every project, as it helps the new users of the project to better understand the project structure before starting to contribute. Now the next option that we have to choose is whether we want GitHub to add a gitignore file to this project or not. Note that just like gitignore.io, even GitHub provides an option to create a gitignore file based on the language or the ID that we are using. The only restriction that I felt in the current implementation of GitHub is that we can only choose one option, whereas on gitignore.io, we can choose multiple options, which proves to be better in many cases. The next thing that we have to choose is what type of license do we want to add to this repository. In our case, we won't add any, hence we will choose the option none. Now that we are done adding all the information of the repository, we'll click on the button Create Repository. And here we have it. Our GitHub repository is ready to use. Now the only thing that we need to do is connect the local repository with this GitHub repository. After that, we'll push all the changes that we have committed to the local repository to GitHub. So to summarize, we can create a GitHub repository in 3 simple steps. First, click on the Add Repository button. Then add all the information about the repository, and then click on the Create Repository button.